What's up? We back again.
Howdy.
You what?
I said howdy.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Munchkin in the house. I got my Higgy stuff came in. Hopefully y'all got in on the deal while they had 40% off. What's up, Kyle? I got a bunch of concentrates and I got some regular juice just because. So as far as the concentrates go, I got some peach puff. This is a concentrate. So now I want y'all to pay attention because they put on here what the recommended use. See where it says 20%? So you would use 20% of this in your mix. You would add your own, VG, Nick, whatever you
You
want.
know what's funny? You bought all that. We already have all of those as concentrates.
We probably do.
We do.
Maybe it's old. So the next one I got is Clockworks Custard, and this one is 27%. 27%.
Don't have the concentrate for that. You're gonna have to share it.
Yes. So the one that's surprising, out of the flavors that they have, especially the vaping watch flavors, the Kentucky Bourbon Custard, which I really like, this one is only 7%. So concentrate for this goes, you got to think about it like this, right? So every time you make a bottle of juice, you'll use 20% of this or 27% of this, 20% of that. So you're going to use it faster. This only uses 7%. So this is going to last a lot longer than the other two would. Just saying. The other things I got was, obviously, I love the banana churro. We just basically took Higgy's churro and added banana to it, and I think it's fantastic. I vape it every once in a while. And then, what would I be if I didn't just order some Nilla nuts? Just because, and this is V1. I got to have the V1 Nilla nuts. So that's what I ordered from Higgy's.
He didn't buy me shit. Hey, Arnie.
I thought, honestly, I thought Munchkin was buying her own. I really thought she was online ordering because I heard her saying something, and I was like, oh, she's buying some. So I figured she
No,
was.
I was multitasking. I was telling everybody that they needed to create an account and log in, but I was also doing something else on my phone at the same time.
Well, I mean, I got a heck of a discount. I mean, I got to give it to them. Not to mention, they had 40% off, plus I had Higgy points that I haven't used. So I was like, well, darn, I'm going to use those because I haven't used them in a while. Might as well get them out of the way. And so I used those. So I got a great deal. I can't complain at all. So I'll have juice for a while.
I'm going to spend my juice money on the light covers for my office.
What's
Hello
up?
there,
Timmy. Tomorrow, Munchkin and I told y'all last week I may not do the show tonight, but I decided to go ahead and do the show tonight. Yes, I did.
I don't remember that.
I said I don't know because what I was planning on doing was coming home from work and then heading up to the field. But I decided, nah, we'll do the show. We'll go tomorrow. The guy that I'm going to help do the trike transition is not even going to show up till like 8 or 9 a.m. tomorrow. So we don't even have to get up at the crack of dawn. Oh, you added sweetener to Nilla? You needed sweetener for Nilla nuts? Dude, Kyle, Nilla nuts, I mean, that is like my all day vape right there, dude. I vape that all the time. I mean, number one, I can make it. So obviously it kind of teeters a scale, but the good thing about Nilla nuts is not only does it taste good, vapes good, you get comments from people. Oh my God, do you have vanilla cupcakes in your car? I'm like, no, it's what I'm vaping. They were like, man, I want some of that. So
I
yeah,
vape way too much for added sweeteners. That'll just kill my coils and cotton.
Yeah, I know. Now, I will say that as far as percentage wise goes, Nilla nuts is obviously a lot higher on the percentage scale, but I wouldn't
Damn,
change a
Richard.
thing about it. And I know there's a lot of flavors out there that use really low percentages, and I get it. But I don't want to sit there and play with Nilla Nut's recipe. I keep it the way it is, and it's delicious that way. So the only thing I change really is sometimes I'll bump the hazelnut up a little bit just because you get burned out on the hazelnut and you need a little bit more so you can taste it, and that's it. What's up, Richard?
I mean, I do that too, but it's not usually because I'm trying to. It's because I squeeze too hard, put too much hazelnut in it. Um, but
Well,
you can add pie crust to it, which is really good. You can add graham cracker, which is really good. Don't
um,
do French vanilla though if you run out
not
of
French
milk.
vanilla. What's that other one? What's that creamy stuff that I love adding to it? Dolce de leche or something
Well,
like
that's
that?
caramel, so
Yeah, that makes it really good too. Throw a little bit of that in there. You don't even have to throw a
vanilla.
lot. Maybe what, 1%? Boom. That makes it even better. So the good thing about that is they're good base recipes to make any juice you want off of, really. But yeah, the percentages are high. They probably could be tweaked and played with to get down and still come up with a great juice. I don't know. I haven't tried it because I like it the way it is. Otherwise, I'd be like, yeah, let me try to bring
So
this percentage
I don't
down.
I don't know if T-Bolt heard the news. Cause
T-Bolt,
I don't know if he was in here.
did you hear the news, T-Bolt? I don't know if you heard the news.
And what are we planning for? Are we is that planning for tomorrow? What's the planning?
No, we're
'Cause
um
you don't plan, so.
Munchkin and I are getting married. Timmy. Um yeah, I proposed to her back on the 28th of August because
On my birthday.
it's been long enough and it's time. And besides we get benefits from being married. Besides the fact that you can't be like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. It just seems weird when you're 56 years old. I'm like, yeah, I got a girlfriend. What's up? I got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
They asked Kyle to be the ring bearer. Kyle would just take them rings and run.
He can't run. Have you seen him run? He ain't getting very far, Richard.
Run, Scuba, run.
He can't run and carry all his stuff at the same time.
I did. I opened another pod. I've been vaping this one, which is the peach planet berry. Honestly, I mean, this says it's 25,000 puffs. I call bullshit. What I opened this last Friday. So the juice level is down to 17% already. 17%. Now I have it on the max setting, but I did run it on medium for a while. Now this one's a Geek Bar, and
That sucks, Cloud Chucker.
it's a 25,000 puff. Now I've been vaping it just today, but let's see how far it's got. I like the lights on it.
And yes, T-Bolt. A lot of y'all been around since the beginning.
So this one's at 95% still, and then about half power, but it's at 95%. So I've only used 5% of it today. That's not that bad. I think that I like their ratio a little bit better as far as, these pods, you'll get them and they'll say, oh yeah, they're 8 million puffs. And then you puff it 500 times and it's empty. You're like, what 8 million are y'all doing? Because that's some bull crap.
Yes, Albie knows. He saw my post on Facebook.
Oh no, Cloud Chucker. Well, you know what? My son has type 1 diabetes, so he has to take insulin. Type 2 usually can be controlled by changing your diet. So you may be able to just go on a diet for a while, Cloud Chucker, and get that completely gone from your system, and then just
No, he's got to change his lifestyle, and he'll be
yeah.
able to eat
But I
real
mean,
food again. But
then once
a
he
lot of
gets
it-
away from that, like you'll lose weight, the type 2 will go away, then you'll be able to eat a little more freely. I don't think you're like bound to that forever.
Well, and you just like with keto, you tend to lose your cravings for highly processed
Yeah,
stuff.
that's the whole
after
thing.
a
Once
while.
you can get your food intake down some, you'll get used to that. Then it won't take you as much to get full, and then you're good to go. Then type 2 is bye, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. Yeah, we heard you want to watch the
Are you Angela?
foosball.
All right.
You gonna
She's
go watch the foosball and live, man?
FYI, Angela, I like cheese. Just
You gonna
saying.
go watch the foosball and leave me here to talk with nobody but Munchkin?
I will.
Darn. Tony's here. What's up, Will? How you doing? So yeah, tomorrow we're going out to Hummel Airfield, which is in, I think, Topping, Virginia. It's like an hour and 18-minute drive from here, so I'm gonna leave kind of early, but we're not gonna break out at the crack of dawn. Because Munchkin would like to go, not because of a couple reasons. Number one, we've never been there.
I can believe that, T-Bolt. Y'all been together for a long time.
Number two, they're doing a bunch of training right now, so we may be able to see some first flights. I don't know that for sure because they just started training on Wednesday. Saturday would be like their fourth day, and that's only if they've been kiting nonstop. Maybe they get their first flight Saturday, maybe not. And I know Joe knows not to, rush somebody in the air. If they're not ready, don't put them in the air. But I'll go up there and I'll get to fly if it's good weather, and gonna be training.
Because I'm hoping it's right on the Rappahannock River, and it looks like it's real pretty out there.
Yeah.
And there's a couple restaurants right in that general area too, and I like seafood.
We get some seafood from right off the river.
Might have to go. Well, I wouldn't eat anything out of any of the local rivers, but
I wouldn't eat any of that. I'm just saying.
no. Well, I mean, that's kind of seafood I like. There's no snow crab legs in the Rappahannock River.
Yeah, Cloud Chucker, the high sugar stuff is really what does it. So if you can cut out most of that, and don't forget that stuff like rice and bread, all that is high starch, which then turns to sugar. So
don't eat any white foods.
Be careful of that also.
If you like to cook, look up South Beach diet recipes, because all of that was created for diabetics.
Yeah, South Beach diet. There you go.
It makes really good recipes, but it takes out all of that highly processed stuff.
So, in other news, I bought a stand, right? So I could do a hang check, because the guy that I'm going to try to help transition over to trike has not done a hang check yet. And I do not feel comfortable, even him clipping into a wing, not knowing that his hang point is not set right, which is like crucial. Say a wind gust comes and picks him in the air and he just decides to rump on the gas and keep going. Well, if he comes back into land, but his front tires lower than the rear tires, that's going to be a bad landing, a bad day. So I bought a hang stand, and the one I got, it's like 83 inches at the bottom. The problem with it is at the top, it was only 36 inches. That was my oversight. I ate the cost. I didn't even try to send it back to Amazon. I was like, you know what?
No, because we're going to get a swing and put that motherfucker in the backyard. So
we're going to use it as a swing.
Pit in a swing.
So I ordered another one, which I wasn't going to be, I wasn't sure if it was going to be here in time, but it did. It came yesterday, and I put it together, and it's got plenty of room. My cage has a 140 prop with a 150 cage, so it's 62 inches top to bottom and side to side. It's big. So, but the stand I got now is 72 inches across. So I got a good 5 inches on each side. It's plenty enough for a hang check. You got a Vapors Cloud Ascent. I have not seen that, Timmy. Now I got to look it up. Dadgummit, Timmy. Y'all just trying to. I'm supposed to make y'all buy stuff. You ain't supposed to make me buy stuff. Don't you know how this works, Timmy?
If you follow the glycemic index too, you can still have rice, but not white rice. You want to eat brown rice because it's harder for your body to digest, so it doesn't turn into carbs nearly as fast. Which that's part of the problem, especially with diabetes, is how quick your body turns it to sugar and overloads it. So if you eat foods that digest slowly, it'll give your body time to metabolize all of that.
Tony, I've seen videos of people take off on a trike and their hang point is way off. Way off. Usually they have it set to where their front tire is sitting way too high. You don't want it that high either, because then you're like looking up at the
Looking at the
sky
sky.
as you're flying, and that's not good either. Your thrust
Very bad.
angle's all wrong. It's going to be a bad flight. So we're going to do some hang checks, even for the new students. They can all use the stand, so we can get them all, because a lot of them bought new paramotors. So it's like, I know they don't want to take off not knowing if they got their harness. The other thing, when you're doing the hang check, you can get your harness
That's
adjusted
cute.
correctly, so that when you do take off, it's easy for you to get in your seat. And I'll be the first to tell you, if your harness is not adjusted right, when you take off, you ain't getting in that seat. You can try, but you ain't getting in that damn seat. You do, you'll fight with it, because it happened to me once, because I thought I had it. I was trying to adjust it up tighter, and I didn't do a hang check after I adjusted it. And when I tried to get my seat, I couldn't. So I was just hanging as I was flying.
You
That
need
sucked.
to fix that strap too, so your seat's not crooked.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on. That's what I'm planning on doing when I do the hang check. I'm gonna go through all of that, make sure everything's set right, get John set up with his
You
to
know,
where
you
it's
could
all set right.
probably take it to an upholstery place that does upholstery and have them resew that strap to the bottom of your seat.
Oh yeah, those straps are like accessory straps. That's why it popped off. Those don't have the double stitching and all that.
Yeah, but an upholstery shop can do that for
Oh
you.
yeah,
with
definitely,
the correct
definitely.
stitching.
They just got to use, be like, hey, y'all need to use Kevlar thread, because I don't
I
need
mean,
this
look, when I
snapping.
took my couch cushions because the zipper kept busting off of it, I'd take it in there and they'd resew the zipper on for $15.
It's just a pain, because pulling that harness off, there's a lot of clips and stuff, and I mean, if they could do it while it's on there, while I wait, I'm like, yeah, go for it. But taking all that off would suck.
Better than having to pull on your fucking brake the whole time you're flying because your seat's fucking crooked, isn't it?
Well, I'm gonna fix that though. It's a simple adjustment. I'll get that fixed. And it's weird. Why would, if it's like the trike wants to turn to the right, but in order for me to fly straight, I have to pull the right brake. That doesn't make any sense. That's
It's because your
total.
seat's crooked, so you're leaning in the wrong direction. You're having to pull the brake to counteract your fat ass.
Yeah, so
leaning
you
in the
think
wrong
I'm
direction.
leaning to the left.
Think you are, yes.
Well, I can't see, and I don't have video of me close enough to where I can
don't
see.
think even if you did that it would be detectable. I think it's very subtle weight shifts.
What's a hang test? That's a good question, Linda. So, as far as a hang check goes, when you go to fly on a paramotor, which I know very few videos are out there on hang checks, and what it does is your swing arms that come out from the paramotor, right? There's multiple points that you can hook your carabiners to for where your wing hooks up, right? Depending on the weight of your paramotor, how much gas is in there, where the wing, where it's hooked in at, you want a slight lean back as you're sitting in there. So what the hang check does is you basically hook onto your carabiners and it pulls straight up just like you were on your wing flying, right? Then you check your angle to see if you have a slight backwards angle. If it's way back, then you need to adjust your hang point. So you would move your carabiners back so that more weight would go towards the front to even it out. So, and if you were going too far frontwards, then you move them the opposite way. You move them front so that more weight would go towards the back. It's like a balancing. Best way to say it is you're trying to balance your weight out on your paramotor. Same thing with a trike. So if you're trying to do a hang check to balance out the weight on a trike, you got to do the same thing. You hook it all up with the trike, sit in it, put your feet out, because that's how normally you would be landing. And then, oh, thank you, Timmy, you're the man.
Well, thank you, people.
And you want to check it as if you were about to land, because that's the most important time. So you get your feet out and then you make sure that your front wheel is higher than the rear wheels, because you want your rear wheels to touch the ground before the front wheel. And I know Linda knows that as well as anybody. She's done enough tandem flights. You do notice that when y'all landed, the rear wheels touched first, right? That's the most important thing. You don't want the front wheel touching first because it steers, right? So if the front wheel hit down first and it turned sideways, it would throw the trike off in a awkward angle, and you'd probably flip over. So it's really important to do a hang check. And I don't know why it's not emphasized more. It should be. But there you go. Exactly, Cherokee. Center of gravity, but we're not trying to get perfectly straight. Just saying, you don't want to be hanging perfectly straight. You want to lean back.
Well, I mean, you're a pendulum, so it only makes sense that that pendulum is balanced properly.
Right. Yeah, Linda, it's very important. I flew without hang checking and had to hold up the front end with my feet. Damn, Bill. He's like, oh crap, my trike is hanging down too low. Let me hold the front end up with my feet. Get it up there.
You know what we need to do? We need to contact somebody to see if they can fix my hammer god, because that was an expensive ass mod for not being able to use it.
Yeah, that's true. There, Linda, I think there are some videos. I don't think there's enough videos about hang checks and how to set your angle. And Kyle, when we went and I got training with Kyle, that was one of the first things we did before we even put the motor on our back, is we got in a hang station and adjusted the harness so that when it did come time to fly, it was already set. We literally made sure that we could get in our seat and get out of our seat, get in of our seat, out, made sure we were, that we had the right angle. So once that was set, then a couple days later, we took our first flight and it was set perfect. I love the Mac Para. That thing, compared to the paramotor I got now, is great. But the Mac Para, I literally felt like I was sitting back in a lazy boy recliner. I can't explain it. And not just that it was comfortable, I felt secure in it. You know what I mean? It felt like it was hugging around me, and I felt secure, like, oh, nothing can happen to me. I'm good to go. But that's a false sense of security. But it did hold on to me really good. And the True North guy, was it John? I think his name's John. He makes a great paramotor down there in Louisiana. Yeah. What was I saying? Did I not say MacFly? Oh, I said Mac Para. It just shows I'm old, Bill. It is a MacFly. Yes.
Cherokee, I completely forgot what the hell I should ask him, but then I remembered. But
John
I haven't
Hudson.
seen Addie around lately.
And I saw John Hudson again at I forgot where I was at, but I saw him again after that. And I was like, holy crap, that's John Hudson. That's the dude that makes the True North. Maybe he was on one of the shows or something. And I was like, yeah, I know you. So yeah. But the other thing I want to try, I have the V2 Smoke PPG headset, right? Which is actually right here right now. This is the V2. I have installed the V3 on my helmet. I'm going to give it another chance. If it sounds like crap, this is what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to continue to use the Smoke headset, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put another microphone right here, running out, and it's going to go straight in the GoPro. Because as far as the Bluetooth goes, with the phone calls and the music and the gaggle, that all works really good on there. And the aircraft radio and the 2-meter radio, all that works great. The only problem is I have when I'm vlogging, talking during my flight, if I turn my head left, which the microphone's over here on my right, when I turn my head left, it just peaks out the sound and it sounds like crap. So
would it be vlogging or would it be flogging?
It could be flogging. When you're flogging your flooster, I don't know.
All right, Rose.
Well, vlogging is just video logging, so I
Yes,
don't think
I
it
know.
would change. You're still video logging. Oh, he was on PBG Grandpa. Okay, thank you,
Don't
Linda. I
overanalyze
couldn't
my
remember
joke.
because
All right,
I'm
so I'm
old.
looking at Element Vape, and I'm looking at all the new stuff. Pods, everywhere you get.
Well,
Everywhere you look.
this is the thing. If Element Vape has fixed their shipping, because the last time I ordered from them, I might as well have ordered it from China. So I'm like hoping that they've got their shipping fixed and we can actually order some new stuff. I'd like to get some new vape gear. I mean, not that I need it by any means whatsoever, but I like getting new stuff. I like getting new vape gear. So I mean that could happen here in the near future. Um, I still got tons of juice to vape. And I can't understand. I've been vaping the bejesus out of this thing, and it's still full. I'm trying to get it where I can vape some Nilla nuts or something, and I can't get
Hi,
this
King
damn
Cobra.
thing. I can't get it to go down.
You put too much bejesus in it.
I put something in there. Yeah. So we're going to see how things go to tomorrow. I've never been there. I do know that this airfield is right next to the water, so I'll try to get some good video of the water. I know better than to try to go live flying. It's just the signal's gonna
Well,
suck.
you are not going to have a signal. That is literally out in the middle of the fucking nowhere.
Yeah, there's probably no 5G, and I don't have a Starlink. And even if I got a Starlink, it'd be the newer model, not the old one, because the newer model doesn't have to motorized turn. The newer model, you just sit it and forget it, and it gets a
One
signal.
of the houses that we looked at was up in that area, and the bathroom upstairs.
I couldn't even fit
So
in the damn thing.
when you walked through the bathroom door, the tub and shower was directly in front of you, and to the right was where the vanity and the toilet was. Scuba couldn't turn in and walk. He had to shimmy sideways in front of the tub to get to the other area of the bathroom. And it's like, yeah, we're gonna have to rule this one out because he doesn't fit in the house.
Yeah, I mean,
It's too small.
it's pretty bad when you go looking for houses and you go, you know, we got to rule this house out because I can't even fit in the bathroom. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We got away with a scuba Dyson fan. Yeah, boy.
Nice. Will got a fancy aviator helmet.
Oh, really? Dang, those are expensive, Will. So it has the micro avionics on there. You know, I saw those Cena mesh systems look really nice. This is the problem I have, right? I wouldn't mind buying a Cena mesh because you can communicate with everybody near you flying. The problem I have is if nobody else has one, who am I going to talk to? Because they got to have a Cena mesh also, or you can't talk to them. I mean, it'd work great for like bad apples or something because there's gonna be a lot of people wearing it. But normal people that I fly with would need Cena mesh also. So it's like, The Involo helmet, okay, big dollars, Ripper, John Ripper.
I'll have to look him up.
I think Scuba likes flying. I'm sorry,
You think,
DeMillan.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it kind of takes over. I mean, I'm definitely doing. I'm vaping. I've been this is the thing, right? I haven't flown in like a month or so, and I've been waiting for this day to come. We do have a fly-in coming up in a couple weeks. 18th of September. That'll be a fly-in. I think at that point I'm gonna get it all out of my system for a little while, and probably won't fly the rest of this year. So
poppycock.
I'm just saying. It'll get cold, and I'll be like, yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, I know how you are about cold.
Yeah, I've seen the one Tucker made. I'll be honest with you guys. The cheap bullcrap rigged up helmet that I had.
Oh, hey
Wow,
Jay, how you
Jay, what
doing?
is up? How you doing over there, Jay? You still got a slick
Mr.
head?
Yoga man himself.
The yoga man. Yeah, yoga man. We probably need to do some yoga ourselves.
Right.
Drop a few pounds, Um, yeah, the micro avionics headset is not cheap either. Um, it's yeah, it's so funny. You think, oh well, all I gotta have is this much money, and I'll be able to fly. But then you have to pay all this other money, headset, helmet. Uh, it just goes on and on. Then now I need a new wing, and it's a money pit. Stuff is too expensive, man. It's too expensive.
It would have been cheaper if you would have just bought a fucking boat. I'm saying.
Everybody that I've known that's bought a boat ends up selling it. They
Well, they say the best boat is your friend's boat, but
they take them
they didn't
out
say we had to get a yacht or nothing.
2 or 3 times and then it just sits there. And I've seen people that buy RVs that does the same thing because RVs are too damn expensive on gas. So, I mean, it's great if you need to go do if you plan on like cruising the country or something, but otherwise it's like, or if you have the money, I guess it's great, but that's about it. This peach was pretty good, but I do think that the juice ran out too quick on this one. Um, Quasar, whoever makes Quasar, the Geek bars seem to last better, so
Window shopping, Cherokee.
that's
Window
what I'm.
shopping, because unless we win the lottery and we don't play it, that's going to be a hard no.
I had to sell my paramotor gear to get a helmet, right? Will, that's about the truth of it. Um, Yeah, no, I won't be doing that. This is the problem with owning an airplane. The whole reason that we fly paramotors, it's probably the cheapest. Um, the
Yes,
50
Jay.
bars. Yes, I have tried the 50 bars, Jay. I probably still got one laying here on my desk somewhere. The 50 bars are not bad by any means. They seem like they run out quick also. I can't believe I don't have a 50 bar just sitting here. I got one that got wet. It don't work. It was brand new. Oh, here's a 50 bar. See? I know. Look there, it even says 50 bar on there. This one was Kayo grape jelly. This one wasn't bad. It actually was pretty good. It's pretty out of juice now though. I need to throw that one away. Their new ones are 20K. Well, that's better then. If they've made them higher puff count, then I need to try one again because I got good flavors. I put some orange panels on your Cthulhu Hastur. I love them. Damn, Cloud Chucker, you're just getting all kinds of gear. For somebody that was, Cloud Chucker was like, I'm never going to buy another mod as he buys 4 more mods. I still got all this wire sitting here for Creed. I want to make some more, though. I don't want to just send a little bit of wire. And last time that I was making wire, the battery died on the drill. So, and then Cloud Chucker sent me pictures. Did we figure out the echo? Oh, you're talking about with Lindy. Yeah, well, I told her that she probably had a tab open. Hello, Deweese. Time for some wrestling. Oh my goodness. Okay, Tammy, have fun. I think Linda had a tab open that had like YouTube running, and she was getting the echo from that. I think is what it was. I'm not sure, but anytime, especially using something like that StreamYard stuff, if you have another channel going on or another tab open and you don't realize it, you'll get an echo. So Munchkin went and grabbed some peanuts. That's what Nilla Nuts is for. You had
What?
echo on in the settings? Really? Oh my gosh, that's even worse, Linda. She had echo turned on. I didn't even know that was an option. Let me
Yeah,
turn
why is
on
that an
echo.
option?
Yeah. Why would you want to echo? Echo, echo, echo. I'm in a
So how
stadium.
do I mute myself on this thing?
That one I don't know because there's probably a button. Yeah, you're muted. So she can crunch on. So she can crunch on some peanuts. Grim Green is still on. Grim Green, he definitely puts out the videos. So Deweese, tomorrow I'm going to go help somebody transition over to trike. Hopefully that goes well. And he is definitely more of a laid back pilot. He is not going to want to get in the air right off the bat. But I think once he learns the basics, he'll probably go out and do a lot of training on his own, like kiting the wing with the trike. And then once he gets comfortable, he'll take off.
The
I'd like
first
to be
time
there.
he lands and doesn't yeet himself into a cornfield, I think he's going to be ecstatic.
It's so weird that, you know, when you do foot launch and you realize how much effort it takes to get in the air with a foot launch, unless you have like reverse launch, which is literally no work at all. The wing comes up, you turn around and you take off, one, maybe two steps, you're in the air. But
or you weigh 10 pounds soaking wet.
or yeah, or if you have very little wind, you have to run your butt off. So with a trike, though, with very little wind, it doesn't matter. You can romp on the gas and it'll bring that wing up and you're in the air. And it's actually better with lower wind on the trike. That's the best time to use a trike is low wind. So and you know, depending on how it is tomorrow, if it's high wind, I'm not going to hook to the trike because that'd be stupid. So I'll be flying foot launch. If the conditions are even right to fly. I mean, you never know. It could be like totally blown out. I'm charging my stuff
You
right
haven't
now.
looked at the weather?
I did look. It just showed cloudy. I didn't look at the wind yet. I'm going to look at that now. And see what it shows. Wow, there's a storm way off the coast, but that's nowhere near us. So let's just go right here. Right now it says it's 6 miles an hour, so let's go to Saturday at about 8 a.m. 5 miles per hour. And then let me check gust because wind gusts are important. Not waves. I don't need to see. Yeah, let's look at the waves. Where did wind gusts? Oh, there's wind gusts. So, and the wind gusts are 11 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour. So 5 and 5, that's only a 5 mile an hour difference. That is good flying weather. So we'll just have to see. I mean, no matter what those apps say, when you get out there, you have to double check the weather yourself. Don't trust those apps with your life. Bill H takes the last seat. Time to head to Scuba's. Well, I hope y'all get away with something. We when we left for work this morning, they had our road, or they were about to shut our road down. Apparently, somebody tried to rob a pawn shop. Damn, y'all won again?
Woo!
Somebody tried to rob a pawn shop. The police showed up while they were coming out of the building. Now, I assume nobody was at the pawn shop. They tried to burglarize a pawn shop.
No, it was at 6:30 in the morning.
So the police showed up while the guy was coming out. He ran back in the building. So they, in turn, shut down the entire road.
Think that through all the way.
And put snipers up in an apartment complex right across the street, which it was hilarious seeing the sniper. He was literally on somebody's balcony at an apartment looking right at the pawn shop. I mean, whose view? Why would you want that view? Yeah, my view, I got a view of this pawn shop right here. I mean, it was a perfect shot for the sniper, but they did not have to shoot the guy. Everybody's alive. They took him into custody after a lot of negotiation from 6:30 that morning until about 3 p.m. before he eventually came out. And nobody got hurt, so that's good.
There was a lot of really irritated people though, because the road, that main road, is a main road,
Yeah,
and you can go around it, but it was, I had, because we got rid of Katie's old car today, and I came back to the house at 11:30 and saw cops where they were earlier, but blocking the road. And this is a 4 or 5 lane highway each side, so it's a big road. It carries a lot of cars, completely closed. So we're all like, oh shit. And just kind of following each other through all these neighborhoods. And some of those neighborhoods that had us going through are not the best neighborhoods. Um, Traffic was fucked. It took me, I can usually get home in about
I got a
22
refill.
minutes. It took me over 45 minutes to get home just because I had to go all the way around. Go get your woman, Tony. Bring her some cheese and a beer. She'll be all right. Um, Traffic was horrible. It was really bad. So I'm glad that it really, really messed up. I can only imagine if that would have happened at like rush hour. I don't know what they were telling him. Like, look, you got to turn yourself in before 5 o'clock, or we will come in and shoot you. But apparently, they had gas masks that they were ready to tear gas his ass. Um, I, what was he thinking? Why would you run back in? Do you know how many places there are he could have ran and hid around here and had a way better chance of getting away if he had just taken off running instead of going back in the building? Where are you gonna go, dude? Were you planning on digging a tunnel? How did you think that was gonna end for you?
I
But
gotta
then
go.
again,
She's out of
he don't seem
control.
like a smart guy.
I assume the Packers are losing or something.
It's probably still the second quarter, if anything. That's too soon to say
Yeah,
who's
there's
winning
still
and losing.
time. Well, I hope everything goes good tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna
Let's
try
hope.
to film as much as possible. I'm gonna try. I need to charge my 360 camera also, and I'll set it up where we can watch guys kite or something, especially if they get their first flights. Somebody needs to record video of that. I would be hurt if I didn't get a video of my first flight. Luckily, Munchkin recorded it. Thank goodness.
Oh, they're
So,
playing the Eagles.
um,
Green Bay's up 3-0. What's she freaking out for?
yeah, why is she freaking out? They got 3 points. They're winning. That's a win in my book. Well, thank you, Linda. I'm gonna be being careful, but I'm also gonna be very thorough with John. So I don't want, and John was talking about training and stuff, and I said, dude, I probably could do that, but honestly, I don't want that responsibility. I would feel really bad if I trained somebody and they went out and got hurt because either they didn't do something right or I forgot to tell them something. So that is not an option for me. I don't want to train, but I don't mind doing trike transition because I mean that should be pretty easy. He knows how to control the wing. Learning how to control it on a trike is a little different but similar. Um, yeah, I know, right, Bill? I've done that, and I'm not going to hit fast motion this time. That sucks when it records in high speed. And it's literally, if you just hold the button too long, it'll go to high speed, and you don't even know it. So you just have to tap it. He will be the pilot in control. That is true, Bill. That is true. So, um, the main thing is just being able to get that wing over your head and know what to do when it's literally, like I said before, the dance partner thing. The wing is your lead dance partner. You follow your lead, and whatever way that wing goes, that's which way you go. That's basically, if you boil everything down, that's what you do. Whichever way that wing goes, that's which way you go. When you land and the wing is coming down, whichever way the wing is coming down, that's which way you turn. If you turn the opposite way, you're going to flip your trike. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Yes, Kramer, I do have radios. Now, I don't know what radio he has. That's why I'm going to bring both headsets. So if he don't have a radio, I'm going to let him use one of my headsets. I have plenty of I got radios. So we're good there. Not to mention, I can even if he has just Bluetooth and he can hear me, I'll just call him on my phone. Hey, do this, do that. So comms do help a lot. They do. I mean, without comms, hand signals are not going to work because if he's looking at his wing, he can't see what hand signal you're doing. So you got to have comms. So that's going to happen. Oh, yeah, I did. I'm sure I saw that, Bill. That one trike flipped so fast. It was like, wow, dude, that was the quickest trike flip I've ever seen. And it didn't even look like he was doing anything really wrong, but he flipped that trike. I think what happened was the wing came a little bit to the left and he turned right. And that's why it's a split second. If you turn the opposite direction of that wing, the wing is going to pull your whole trike and flip you over. Guaranteed. I don't care how big your wheelbase is at that point, you're going to flip over. Make sure the radios are charged as well. Good point, King Cobra. I got so many. I can charge them on the way there too. I got a whole hour. Oh, the wind shifted. Gotcha. Now this one radio I don't have to worry about that much because this is my aircraft radio. But the other radios, I got like 4 or 5 2-meter radios. I don't think he can hear that though. So that's why I'm bringing my other headset so that I can make it where he can hear that. Even if it's
Is
just
there any way
here.
y'all?
Yep.
I got a question. So Joe likes to get really chatty on that radio. If he's going to be training other people, do you have a way to where y'all can get on your own frequency?
Oh,
so
yeah.
You can only hear each other.
Yeah. We normally use one frequency, but if he's going to be busy talking to students he's training on that frequency, we can swap frequencies. I mean, you got so many frequencies on that thing, it's ridiculous. That's why I'd rather use Bluetooth, just a straight phone call to John. That way we got two-way. When I talk, if he's talking at the same time, it doesn't matter. On a walkie-talkie, only one person can talk at a time. Phone call, you can both be talking. So I could override what he's saying if he needs to do something quickly. That's why I want to do phone call. But yeah. I think he'll pick it up fine. The main thing I worry about with John is his landing. But what I want him to do on his first landing is literally just feather the throttle until he's right above the ground. And next thing you know, he'll be on the ground and he'll be like, I'm really on the ground? Yeah, you're on the ground, dude. Set the wing down. And that'll be it. And he'll be like, man, I'm flying the trike all the time. Because it does feel nice to land smooth on a trike. It's like landing an airplane. I don't know how to explain it.
Because the last landing I saw of his, he stood up with corn in his hair and bloody knees. So, yeah.
I saw a guy that was at Aurora PPG. He posted pictures on Facebook, which Facebook usually goes, hey, this picture is graphic. You may not.
John Q says dibs on John's stuff. He does have a jet ski, John Q. So.
Yeah, I think he's got a couple jet skis. I don't remember, but there was a guy that posted on Facebook. He was at Aurora PPG, and when he landed, he fell over and his knee hit a rock. Usually Facebook blocks graphic pictures, but they did not block his pictures. He gashed his knee open by about 6 inches all the way across. So I wrote on there, now I know why some pilots wear knee pads. And he put,
I better, John Q.
I will from now on, which makes sense. But I don't know how he ended up on a rock, but It can
Yeah, it
happen.
reminds me of the old slip and slide accidents.
Turn Munchie up. I will.
Y'all ever had a slip and slide? You know what I mean. Where you get that little tiny rock under the slip and slide and you slide across it and slice yourself open from stem to stern on the way by. I mean, maybe not actually physically, but it felt like it.
I think Munchkin's videos, I mean, audio is good. I can't really
I
turn.
I moved
Whoa,
this closer to my face.
that's loud. Okay, you're good. I think. Um, Bill Cobra. He don't have to stop fast.
Cosmo is Kramer. Cobra is King.
Oh, y'all are, y'all are trying to screw my head. Okay.
Well, Cosmo Kramer is from Seinfeld. She
Oh,
doesn't
gotcha.
look anything like him, but you know.
Kramer's got that big old triox wing, which is, I think is a 32 meter, and she didn't get to fly it long because of the weather conditions, which I back her 100% on that. You don't want to fly when it's about to get thermally. Go ahead and land. Just land. There's always another day to fly. That's when I'm flying, even the videos I've done on my channel, when it starts to get bumpy, I bring my butt in and land. There's no reason to stay up there. If it feels like it's starting to get bumpy, I just come in and land. I have flown in very bumpy wind. I mean, I got videos of that too, but I was trying to come in and land. It took me 4 attempts. I eventually got landed, but
Who thinks
it
Scuba has to
sucks.
take me out to lunch for making me go up there with him tomorrow?
Uh-oh. You see guys flying with shorts? Well, Bill, I will say I have flown with shorts many, many times, and I understand that. Usually I'm flying with shorts. Most of the time when I'm flying with shorts, I'm on a trike. If I'm flying foot launch and I'm near the marsh, I have on long pants and steel-toed boots, just because you don't know if you're going to land out in crap or not.
I
So
didn't get a ring, therefore I deserve lunch.
35 meter, holy moly. 35 meter. Wow, that's a big wing there, Kramer. That'll hold you up there.
We got some super nice cupcakes on Wednesday, though. We had a going away party for my favorite coworker, and they bought us all
Kramer, that's
tiny
awesome.
cupcakes for our birthday cakes.
See, I have no way of getting a rating. The only way I can get a rating is if I go pay again and then fly a bunch of flights at like Aviator or some school that's because Kyle don't do the USPPA stuff. So he couldn't give ratings. Now, I wasn't there long enough to get a rating anyway, but I've had enough flights now where I could be PPG1, PPG2, but you got to do it with a certified instructor that can give those ratings. So,
John Q
oh, I
says
didn't know, Bill. Cool.
no ring equals lunch. Mm-hmm.
Endless foot dragon, 16 days. Yeah, 16 days. What will that be? That'd be like the 22nd. Yeah, we have a oh, you know someone. Thanks, Bill. That's awesome, dude. On the 18th of September is when we have our fly-in here, which is always a great time. Never Trust the Skinny Chef. Shane's gonna be there. Nick may be there. Nick with Just Us e-bikes. I don't know why I couldn't think of. I always try to call him Nick Justice. I don't know why, but I do. His name is Nick Justice. So Just Us e-bikes. That may be his name because his last name is J, Nick J. So maybe his name is Justice. So, anyways, what was I gonna say? So yeah, we're gonna and Will could come, but he's a slacker and he only goes to Dave Purden, so I don't know why
I
Will won't
mean,
come to it.
Eastern Shore is a lot closer than Ohio. I mean,
It sure is, but he's so used to going to Dave Purden's, And Dro is coming. He's coming down from. He went to Niagara Falls. He's been flying. It's called Skydive. This something in Niagara, and he's been flying there at Paramotor, which their flying just started today, I think, or yesterday. Um, And it's cool, Will. I'm just giving you crap. I mean, I wish you could come, but I
It's
gotta
not
give you
cool.
crap.
Slacker.
Slacker. You slacker.
Like
I mean,
a
how else are we
3-hour
going to
trip.
get more Will Fly stickers?
You
I
could
mean,
come
damn.
up on a Saturday. The hell,
Yeah, you could.
black ass. Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's
You
always
just don't
really
want.
good
You
food
just
there. I
don't want to
can't.
get one of these elbows. That's all.
I can't even begin to tell you how good the food is they cook there. I want to help them somehow. I'm gonna be like, hey, how can I help? What do y'all need? And I'll just go get it because I know they're gonna hook us up with food. When the system lets you down, who do you call? Nick Justice.
I'm
Right?
hungry.
You're hungry. You were just eating peanuts.
That's not food.
Nick Justice has a show on Prime. See, I was just making that name up. I have no idea if that's his real name. I don't know where I got the name Justice from. Well, because it's Just Us e-bikes, but it's not Justice. Justice is Just Us e-bikes. Oh, Scott sent a picture. What did he send a picture of? A blurred out cat. Have you ever listened to some folks for a minute and thought their cornbread ain't done in the middle?
Every day.
And it's a kitty cat. Speaking of cornbread, man, they had some banging cornbread there for spring wing. I don't know what was in that cornbread, but it tasted like
corn.
Sweet corn, maybe?
It was corn.
It was cornbread, but with like sweet corn inside of it or something. I don't know. It was delicious. I went back from, they were like, y'all come back. There's way a lot of food. I was like, you ain't got to tell me twice. I'm going to get some more right now.
It was really good. Right, John Q?
I'll save a fortune in lunches. Well, she can get me a ring too. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but yours doesn't come until the end.
Mine doesn't come until the end. What the hell?
Guys don't get engagement rings. You get wedding rings.
Oh, mine doesn't come until the end. Like when I die, I get a ring. That's nice.
No, I didn't mean that end. I meant like, you know, the end of the engagement period or the beginning, whatever you want to say. Yeah. See, the one that I like is less than 2,000. So it's relatively inexpensive. The only thing that bothers me about it is it's white gold, and my skin tone does not support white gold. It is very pretty though, but I would like to find one that comes as a matching
Guys
set.
get a ring? Yes, we do. And
I was eyeballing some that have like they're the black titanium with like the sapphires in the center because they look really cool. And then show them what you bought. Show them your finger.
What are you
show
talking about?
What
are you talking about?
Your ring. The black one.
I don't even have it on.
Okay, well, it looks like exactly like the ones that I was like, ooh, that would be nice for him. And then he fucking went and bought one. Now, he didn't buy the expensive one, but yeah.
Yeah, it's got a little jewel right there in the center. There it is. But yeah, this ring is thick, man. It's I like the blue titanium on the inside, which you can kind of see. But yeah, it fits. It just feels so thick on this hand. It didn't feel like that on the other hand. But I can't put it back over there now. It wouldn't. This feels weird on this hand.
Well, it was they're inlaid, John Q. So you can't really see the individual stones. It's just like a thin blue line that goes all the way around the ring.
RS in the house. It was really
pretty. And he went and bought one that's too similar. So
I like that the Pulse comes with this little card.
Matching tattoo rings.
And it tells you all their flavors. And it also tells you the cooling factor and then the sweetness level. So if you're looking for a pod that's really sweet or one that's lower on the cooling, then you can get, you can pick out one of them flavors that's lower on the like.
How about none? We need to start a fucking petition to make them take out
Yeah, they don't have any that
Culotta.
has none. They have some that go down to level 3 out of 5 or 2 out of 5. But that's strawberry bee pop, whatever that is.
You know, it's funny you say that, John Q. I saw something where somebody was getting a tattoo the other day, and whatever ink they were using, it was like pearlescent, and it was really, really pretty,
Do you want to
and
see? You want to see my poster that I got?
probably quite a bit more expensive than a normal tattoo. But
So I didn't realize that, but it
really
does
cool
say
looking.
38 out of 50. So this is a poster I got from Codename
Welcome back,
Pizza,
John.
who's a zombies player. Bringing you the latest slice of zombie action, Night of the Living Pizza.
Hold it up. We can't see
And
the
he
whole thing.
signs it. He signed it. Oh, well, Nova signed it too. That's his wife. And then pizza's right there.
And you paid for that?
I paid for it. I thought it was a cool poster. They're actually pretty good quality. It's not like thin. This is thick.
Uh-huh.
Just to
I
have
want to
one.
know how much you paid for that.
It wasn't that expensive.
Better not have been anything over $10.
In other news,
Mm.
while he was driving, each of you got away with vicious ants again. Y'all are
Damn
just
it, and I
winning.
didn't join that one. The sex pond must be closed. No, you ain't dead. You got away.
No. Yeah, we won. Y'all won again, Will.
Vicious ants are good things.
He said, oh, wait, we
He's
won.
just so used to being dead. The sex pond must be closed.
Yeah, you know what? That would throw me off. You got away with some vicious ants. It
I
makes
haven't
you
seen
think,
that one,
oh, we got attacked by ants.
Dylan.
Yeah, vicious ants is a mod, so that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, we're not in Georgia. We don't have vicious ants here like them fucking bitey ass motherfuckers y'all got there.
That's Cloudsucker said, I will have your spade, please. I do still have that spade.
See, I have a problem. I am almost out of juice, and you're gonna
I
have
have
me
plenty
sit.
of juice.
You're gonna have me sit. Yours is 6 milligram, though, sir.
Not the concentrate.
Well, we might have to whip some up tonight before we go to bed. Kentucky bourbon custard, please. Thank you.
You know, Kramer, you've probably heard this story. When I was training with Kyle O'Glee, I was kiting. This is before my first flight ever. And Kyle came over and he was like, okay, I want you to build a wall, right? And then he said, and I built a wall with my wing. He said, now I want you to bring the wing up and make it hover like a foot off the ground. And I did that. And it was like perfect. He was like, dude, I ain't got nothing else to teach you. And started walking away and literally didn't even get 5 feet. And I saw him jump up in the air. I've never seen Kyle jump. He jumped up in the air. And I was like, what? And I looked down, a big old freaking, what kind of snake was that?
It was a water moccasin.
Water
and He was
moccasin.
not that big. He was maybe a foot long.
You're so full of it, a foot long.
I can go find the picture.
I have the picture. That thing was at least 4 feet long.
He
a
was
foot
not
long.
4 feet long, my ass. I am only 5 feet long. That snake was not 3/4 of my length.
When he had it
Thank you
hanging
very
down,
much.
it was almost touching the ground.
It was not almost
It was
touching
a
the
big
ground.
snake. Anyways, I was like, I was just
Lies.
kiting right there. And there's a snake. When did we get snakes out in the kiting field? He was like, yeah, I've never seen one out here, but there it is. Kyle was going to get his gun. Munchkin wouldn't let him. No, that snake didn't do anything to you. So she made Kyle go set it free.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a stick. Well, I think it was because I was like, I'll go get a stick and I'll take him off of here. And his man card was like, no. All right. Let's see.
You got bit by a diamondback rattler. Damn, Kramer. I knew you was tough, but holy crap. Diamondback rattler. I can't even imagine how that feels. It's probably very quick, but it would still hurt like a son bitch.
Most
Damn.
snake bites don't really hurt when they actually bite you. There is a picture of the danger noodle, and he was not 4 feet long.
That is not a foot long by any means. We could sit there and measure that out. Yeah, look at that snake and tell me that snake was a foot long.
He only had one coil. He was not 4 feet long.
One coil, his head curves, then it curves again, goes down, curves back up, goes up top, curves down, curves back
I'll
up,
give
comes
you
around.
maybe 2 feet.
Oh, come
Maybe.
on. Women always underestimate size. Let me tell
No,
you that.
y'all overestimate size. He was not 4 feet long. That was one of the smallest water moccasins I've ever seen.
It looks mean in that picture.
It's because he almost got stepped on. You would be too if you were that size and almost got stomped on.
Yeah. 3 foot easy. All right,
He
thank
was
you,
not
Wally.
3 foot
Yeah,
long.
I know. At least 3 feet. I'll give you that.
Been there, done that, Kramer, but I was pregnant, so
3 feet, maybe.
he was not 3 feet long.
If you stretch that snake out, it is every bit of. Oh man, we should have measured it, cause yeah, that's
He
the
was
biggest
not that
water
big.
moccasin I've ever seen.
He's small. But when Kyle picked him up on the end of the stick, he wasn't striking at him or anything. He was just dangling there, and he let him go in the woods off the side of the airport.
It was a good day.
Yeah, that's what
I
the
think the
snake
next
said.
day after that's when I got to fly, so it just all turned out really good.
Yeah, don't forget to measure your snake.
Got to measure your
arguments.
snake, Cloud Chucker.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of snakes. Now, I'm not just gonna go willy nilly picking up fucking venomous reptiles, but
We're
they're
loaded
nothing
with
to be
4s
afraid
and
of.
5s, so you got 4 foot and 5 foot snakes. I was surprised to even see a snake in that field, honestly, because the field is just like barren. It's an airport.
He was crossing from one side to the other. He was heading towards the water.
It didn't look like he was crossing. He was hanging out right there in that spot, waiting to bite somebody on their damn ankle.
He may have been trying to catch the crawfish because there was a bunch of crawfish holes in that field too.
But yeah, nobody got hurt, not even the snake, so all's good. Okay, that's done charging.
See, Wally, y'all got free pets down there in Florida. I'd be like, Burmese python for me. Herd of iguanas. I'd have a reptile army.
Okay, where's that light at? All right. Now I'm going to charge my headset. Then after that charges, I'm going to charge the 360 camera. The GoPro I won't have to worry about because it's got a battery backup, but I'll charge it too in the morning probably.
Let's see, what kind of rattlesnakes do we have here? I know we've got them.
I have not seen a rattlesnake here and don't really want to.
We've
Especially in
got
our backyard.
Timbers and cane brakes.
Okay.
So the only venomous ones we have in Virginia are the cottonmouth, which is a water moccasin, copperhead, and timber rattlesnake.
So what's everybody's gas prices getting to in y'all's neck of the woods? We have $3.92, I think now. No, $2.92 is what I saw gas for today.
I paid $2.86 the other day because I went to Kroger and put in 757-8675309 and got 10 cents off a gallon. So, pro tip. If you ever don't have your card or you're at a gas station where it asks you for a fucking put your phone number in, just use your area code and Jenny's phone number and get you a discount.
366.
I mean, I don't trust them, Arnie, but I ain't afraid of them.
Damn, Bill.
That's nice.
Got to go to Louisiana to get cheap gas. 303 for foot diesel. What? Foot diesel. Surely we have Eastern Diamondback. I haven't seen any, Will. I mean, there may be some in the state, but I haven't seen any. Man, my phone's dinging off the.
Nope, they don't come up this far. North Carolina is as high up as they go. I mean, I'm sure there's probably some on the edge, like in the Dismal Swamp and stuff, because it's not like the snakes can be like, "Oh shit, there's the state line. Let me turn around and go back." But 4.99 is the cheapest. Damn, the million. Yeah, I usually use his phone number at Kroger, but I saw that on TikTok and was like, "All right, let's fuck it. Let's try it and see what happens." And
Oh,
I'll
I
take 10
tried
cents off
that.
a gallon.
I tried that 867-5309 thing at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
It worked, but it goes, we need you to verify your phone number. And before I could even push anything, it said
Mhm.
verification failed and wouldn't give me, it was 11 cents off a gallon, but it wouldn't let me do it.
Well, it asks you for your zip code. Kroger doesn't ask you for your zip code.
No, that one didn't ask for zip code. You just put in your phone number and then it goes, hey, you qualify for 11 cents off a gallon. And I hit yes. And then it goes, we need you to verify your phone number. And the next same screen I saw was verification failed. I didn't even get to push any buttons.
Huh, that's weird.
That's
It,
a
it
7-Eleven though. But I mean, they were
works for me
already
at Kroger.
292, 282 somewhere. It's definitely cheaper. The gas has come down, which
Hmm.
I was happy about that because I had to buy gas for the truck. This is the thing, guys, right? I was trying to get everything ready so tomorrow that we could go flying. So I didn't have any gas for my paramotor. I had to go get 5 more gallons of gas, and I already bought a gallon of two cycle oil. So as soon as I got off work at 5, I came straight home, grabbed the gas can, put what little gas left was left in it into my paramotor, drove up to the gas station, filled up the truck, hung that up, then switched over to premium gas and filled my big jug up with the 2 cycle. Came back home, washed the truck because it looks like hell from that tree that's in our yard. And by that time it was after 7, it was like, I got to do the show. I had no time to set up any of my gear or anything to leave tomorrow. So I have to do that as soon as I get up.
You know what's crazy, right? So I was at the grocery store, and we usually get this. It's a chicken Alfredo family size thing, right? Hey, Mick. And when I first started buying, it was $10. Now it's up to 14 something.
Mick.
So, needless to say, I'm not buying that until the price comes back down. But I get the spicy chicken patties, the Tyson ones that you can put on the sandwich. Those are usually like 7, $8. They were only 4.99 this time. So I don't know what the hell's going on at our grocery store, but it's like an adventure. What do I get to buy this time? Because I'm not buying shit unless it's on sale. Um, but I really like that chicken Alfredo stuff, but fuck you, I'm not paying $14 for that. It's supposed to be family size. You're supposed to get like 6 servings. It feeds me and Steve for one evening. That's dinner,
Yeah.
which isn't horrible when you think about it. $7 for dinner, but they had these pre-seasoned pork loins. They were buy one get one free, so they were $4.50 a piece. So I made one of those and some mustard greens for dinner last night, and that was really good.
I,
And
you
that broke
know,
down to what, like $3 a piece?
I've never been a big fan of greens. I can eat greens, no problem. But for some reason, I really dig the mustard greens. I guess it's because they're a little spicy. I I can eat the mustard greens, no problem.
They're good. They just
They're
need
good.
more bacon.
Yeah. Oh, bacon. You could put
They
bacon on
they weren't
anything.
expired. They're they're not they're the off brand, so they're not
Off
very
brand.
they're they're not very big. I mean, they're only like maybe that big around. Um, but for $4.50, it's not bad. They only take like half an hour, 45 minutes in the oven. They're pretty tasty.
So I know I'm not gonna be able to go live tomorrow with because I'm number one, we're going to be out in the sticks and probably not even have a good cell phone signal. But I'll try to record everything I can. Since I got a bigger card for my GoPro, I'll just walk around with my helmet and film everybody kiting. And if they get first flights, I will film that. If I get to fly, I will film
I
that.
just took my thumb away.
I will film John training. And then I don't want to make a video on it and then people think that they can use that for training. That's why I'm scared to make videos about
Hey,
trike
look,
stuff.
you can't be responsible for what stupid people do.
That is
You
true.
just,
I mean,
know,
I'd love to make a video and say, hey, this is a good way to do your trike and explain all of it, and maybe it'll help somebody. But then you got to worry about the people that go, yeah, I'm going to use that as
you
training.
can put a disclaimer up: tips and tricks, not training.
Yeah, not to be used for training. I got you.
In conjunction
I could do
with
that.
training. Use it in conjunction with proper training.
Now, Will would make a much better video because Will's got all the editing skills. One of these days, I'm going to sit down and learn how to edit better, but not today.
Yeah, one of these days, I'm going to go on my computer and get rid of the 4,000 PDFs I have that are fucking sitting there in a folder because I can't remember if I filed all of it or not.
It's chicken and melted cheese. Absolutely lovely. Well, of course, Mick. I mean, chicken
can't go wrong
melted
with melted
cheese is good. I guess Tony and Angela both have screwed off to go watch the Green Bay.
Yes.
I must give them crap about that every time. For that reason and that reason alone, they get less liquor in every drink we make.
John Q says just crashed. They'll know not to train like that.
Oh, Linda, you're fine. Video editing takes a long time if you want it to be good. RS, I completely agree with that. Editing is, you can make it as good or as sloppily put together as you can, you know, but I'm definitely not really good at video editing. I try to put out the best that I can with what I have, but it could be a lot better, a lot better. I have the equipment to do it. I just don't have the skill on putting all those videos together and matching up the audio, and all that takes a lot of time and a pain in the butt. Text on the screen and the voiceover clue is saying the same thing. Yeah, Scott, you might be right about that.
I got the stuff to make shrimp fettuccine Alfredo too, but I realized the reason my shrimp was cheap, because it still has the tails on it, so I have to go chop all the tails off. I think that was supposed to say masa.
I mean, hey, if I would start putting stuff on my paramotor channel instead of this channel, I'd probably get a lot more views and maybe someday get 100,000 subscribers like Will's got. But you know,
you could
maybe. I doubt it. I mean, it's not really something I gotta have. But if I got close, like if I got 98,000 subscribers, oh, I'd be trying so hard to get the 100,000. I'd be like, oh, I'm only 2,000 away. Y'all can do it. Let me put out one more video. I'll make it. It can be done. I'm just surprised I've been on YouTube this long and it just, my numbers just stay right where they're at. And I actually lose subscribers.
That's how I feel about the cinnamon rolls, Kramer. They're really good, but that's a lot of work and it's super messy.
I'd have to fly more. Yeah, Scott, that's the thing. Flying more around here is difficult because of the airspace that I'm in.
You don't necessarily have to fly more. So here's the thing. This is what a lot of other people do. Is you can just take one flight, and depending on how you chop it up, you can just keep reposting the same fucking video, just different parts of it. Nobody'd be the wiser.
Look, even Mitch is almost at 4,500 subs. Hell, I'm still at 2,000. I've been casting.
That would be Mick, not Mitch, but sure.
Did I say Mitch? Oh my God. Oh, definitely, Will. That's definitely going to happen. Don't worry about that one. That fly-in, when that happens, I'll be recording a lot of that. Which I don't get a lot of the B-roll, like when we go and eat and when everybody's just hanging out. I'd like to get some of that because it's not all about the flying. Obviously, most fly-ins are a lot about the social aspect.
I'm
So
there for the food.
gotta get. I'm there for the food. It is good food. I ain't gonna lie. They got
Those are
some
some of the
great
best
food
chicken
there.
and dumplings that I ever had. I'm just disappointed that I gave myself food poisoning because that sucked.
Oh yeah, she was doing great until we accidentally let the hamburger meat in our cooler get s-
Into
mixed
the
up with
water
the ice water, and then she made a drink using that, and that gave her food poisoning.
rather quickly too, I might add. That kicked in. That's a long walk when you're squeezing everything together, trying to make it. That was
Yeah, this
bad.
isn't vape though. That is true, Mick. I made another channel for my paramotor videos. My problem is trying to move all my paramotor videos off of this channel over to the paramotor channel. If as soon as I get time, I'm gonna try and figure out how to do that and then repost them on the paramotor channel. And then maybe I'll get, which this
That's
channel can
that's
stay the way it
my
is, it's
guess,
fine.
Scott. Yeah.
I'll get more people on the other channel because it's strictly paramotor related then.
That's how I boost my immune system though, is by giving myself food poisoning every once in a while. Toughens
Then I
everything
can
up.
do a show on that channel strictly about paramotors and try to wash it out of this show and just talk about vaping on this
Yeah,
show.
that would never happen. You
I
can't do that.
I can try.
Hi, Bandit.
Look at Bandit, that big darn cat. That cat is definitely a daddy's cat. That cat loves his daddy. Just saying. See, he's looking for me now. Where's daddy at?
You can hear you talking.
And he weighs every bit of 20 something pounds. That's a heavy cat.
Last time I weighed him, he was 17 pounds. So
Well,
that's
he's
probably
20
a little bit
now. I
too much.
guarantee it. And he likes to tell me good night every night. He'll come and get my face and I have to pet him. And he also, as soon as I move in the morning, if I move one of my arms, he is right up there
What are
in
you
my
looking at,
face
man?
saying good morning pretty much. And then he goes on about his business. As long as he tells me good morning, he's good to go.
Yes, I definitely follow that rule, but you know,
Saturday night. That's a possibility, Bill. Um, there's no paramotor shows on Saturday. Hell, there's none on Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
hmm
That's it. Or Friday, but Friday I do this show. So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday will be the three options.
they're not dangerously obese. So Shmoo is very tiny. She maybe weighs 6 pounds. Boots, she's not overweight. Her belly just hangs a little bit. He's just a big cat. Um,
I don't know how that cat got so
he's a big
big.
old
Holy moly.
tomcat.
He is huge.
I
And he's
mean,
just hanging out right there now.
he's got he's got some stuff. You can pinch an inch on him or two. Um, yes, I said that about you. But he's just a big
I
boy.
like that he's not facing the camera and he's just like hanging out. I'm good at hanging out.
hmm
Yeah, Monday nights are open, so yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday are basically all open. I have always, and everybody that's been in this channel for a while, I don't step on toes, so I don't ever broadcast over the top of somebody else that I know's channel. Like if Linda's doing a show on Thursday, I would not go do a show on Thursday at the same time. That's kind of a crap mood or
Good
a
night,
crap
Mick.
move, I should say. Um, so yeah, Thursday Kramer and Linda do a show called Lindy's Treehouse, and they just talk about whatever. So if y'all want to ever go in there and just talk about whatever, feel free.
Bandit, I cannot see through your big ass, sir.
That cat, oh my gosh, and the fur that comes off of that cat. Look at him, look at him. He's, oh, I want some attention. Rub on your face. He's giving you the evil eye. Why is he turning his head sideways? Can you hear Daddy? Is that what it is?
In the microphone.
He hears Daddy. Oh, he's trying to get the microphone?
Yeah. Hi. Hello.
Good night, Mick. Have a nice time in Spain, bud. How many times you gonna go to Spain, man? You need to come back to the Americas.
Spain's closer.
He is, you know what, Scott? Out of all the cats we own, that one is the biggest sweetheart, I think. Now, Smokey is kind of a sweetheart, but she only comes around you when she's in heat, mainly. Oh, there,
Not
now he's
lately.
looking at the camera.
She's been becoming a lap cat, coming and laying in my lap when we're watching TV and stuff.
Yeah, look at that
No.
cat. It just looks thick.
He doesn't have, look, when he sits down, he barely has a roll that sits on his back feet.
He barely has a roll.
Most of it's fur, though. He's got. What are you doing to the microphone, sir? Stop that.
I want to bite the mic. And then Boots, our black and white cat, likes eating plastic.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime she finds plastic, her pupils get really big and black, and you're like, oh, yeah, she is all into that. But I had to take away this earlier. She was trying to eat this. Just a thin piece of, but this had her so interested. I had to take it away because she'll eat it, swallow it down.
She'll run away from you while trying to eat it too.
Yours too, Harry, likes the plastic. Yeah. I don't know. Some cats just really dig plastic, and that is Boots. Boots likes plastic and fingernail files.
Mm-hmm.
Go figure. If it's a fingernail file, she loves playing with those. She'll grab one and take off, and you'll hear her playing with it. And then, what is he looking for?
I don't know. He keeps looking up at the ceiling, but there's nothing flying around up there. I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing?
What's weird though is while she's casting, the cats will go in there and hang out with her. While I'm casting, they do not come in here. I don't get that at all. But they think her room is the hangout for when she's casting. Go figure.
They will harass the shit out of you while you're working from home, especially Boots.
Oh yeah, if I'm working.
I was at home the other day because they were supposed to come pick up this car yesterday. And I was home and had to call a client from my cell phone. And Boots does not like it when I sing, when I yell, or apparently when I talk speakerphone.
Too many lights in here.
Up on the desk and just screaming into the phone. I had to apologize. Sorry about my cat because she's like yelling at me. Yeah. Like speakerphone.
Yeah, as far as the pica thing, I don't think Boots has pica. It's not like she's always after plastic. But if she finds some, she'll get into it. Otherwise, she's normal. She'll go lay down in the middle of the living room floor and just lay there and be a normal lazy cat. She's not like always searching for plastic and stuff to get into. So that's good. But as long as it's family friendly and no drama. Yeah, the drama thing. And just like on Shane's show, see, like right now I could show y'all, but I don't want to go through the whole thing. If he had this pulled up, he could go through and change the settings to where it only allows like sub users, or you could put it in slow mode. Like right now I can scroll down, let's see. The stream, blah blah blah, altered content, no.
You don't fit right
I gotta find the slow mode because Shane wanted me to explain it to him. Comment moderation. See, I could pause that, and that would stop anybody from talking.
You don't fit right
custom. There's slow mode, so you can tell it. So if you click on customization, if you have your stream pulled up on YouTube, there's a button you can click on slow mode, and you can type how long you want slow mode to be. 60, all the way up to 300 seconds, 5 minutes. You can do that. You can also do where you turn on subscribers only. Like who can send messages? Anyone or subscribers or live commentary, which are approved users.
Do you have any cat lasers at your disposal?
I have a laser, but it's way too strong for a cat laser. You think she can see it or he can see it? Wow, did I take the batteries out? Oh, there it goes. Can he see it?
Yes. He's like, what the hell is that? Oh, here he comes. Yeah, I don't think that's a small enough dot.
He did try to get it.
And he paused the damn broadcast, laying his fat ass on my keyboard.
Anyways, yeah, he tried to get it, but that laser's way too strong. Okay, John's excited for tomorrow. I'm excited for him. I'm glad that he went out and bought a trike. He paid a lot more money for his trike than I did for mine, but it's the trike that's made for the paramotor, so it definitely is braced better, I would say. So we'll have to see. I'll get better look at it tomorrow once I got right in front of me. I'll be able to see what all it can do.
So they have a cat laser that you don't have to hold. It's a cat-shaped robot that randomly does the laser on the floor.
Right. Woo. Don't spend all that in one place, John Q. He did a mod heist for $3. You was on the phone with Shani. I was like, yeah, what is she doing? I didn't even know that was an option on StreamYard to turn echo on. That's crazy. Yeah, I want echo on. I want to make my voice echo all over the place.
Yeah, why would that even be an option?
I don't know, honestly. So I hope everybody's had a great week so far. I mean, we've done pretty good this week. We did lose somebody at work, so they wanted me to fill in the spot. So normally I work from home on Fridays. I had to go in today. The good thing about Fridays is we can wear jeans, so I got to wear jeans to work, which was nice. But I was really hoping that this Friday, since I knew I was going to fly tomorrow or try to fly tomorrow, that I would have time to be able to go get gas and all that. But no, none of that happened today until after work, which made me rush really bad. You discover you only got and dead 18650s. Yeah, you won, but not. So yeah, I guess that's kind of a not winning there.
Yeah, but we didn't die.
This is true. You did not die.
So all the swings that I can find for that type of frame are the saucer things.
Yeah, the saucer. Yeah.
Who wants to sit on? I can't lean back with my drink
I'm retired. I wear anything I want. Harry, more power to you, bud. And David Higgy, David Higginbotham sent me a link today for some filters for the hot tub that are made kind of like they look like a sponge, and when they get dirty, you literally can just wipe the dirt off of them and reuse them. And I was like, that's pretty cool. But I mean, I bought like a 6-pack of filters and I've only used 2 of them. So I still have 4 more filters, and that's in 1 year. So I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I will try those filters because it's like $20 for 6. But I'm not going to do it until I think the next thing, since it's about to be hot tub season, when it's nice and cool outside and it's nice to get in the hot tub, I'm just going to drain it all the way out and refill the water because that water's been in there a year now. Yeah, I've been treating it, but not as much as I've wanted to. So I want to drain it and refill it. It doesn't take that much to refill that thing. So it'll take a lot to heat it back up again. I did like that award you got, Linda. That's awesome. The Friendship Award. And it's weird because Aurora PPG, they give out awards just randomly. You're like, I was not expecting to get an award, but hey, here you go. It is a very cool looking trophy you got there, Linda. I like it. Yeah, so Harry got a 12-pack of filters. Yeah, I only bought a 6-pack, and yeah, I've been doing really good on the 6-pack. Usually the first time it gets dirty, you can wash it off, reclean, and put it back in there, and it's good to go. If they start looking kind of ragged or really dirty, I just swap it out, and I just haven't had to swap them out that much yet. We haven't been in the hot tub to make it dirty, so there you go.
Every 2 months, but I mean it's still clean. We've got a cover on.
Hey,
ours.
Chevy.
Hey, Chevy.
Yeah, we got a cover over it. I keep bromine in there, and I hit it with shock every once in a while. But the alkalinity and all that, it's a pain to keep all that leveled out when the water starts getting old. So I'm probably just gonna drain it. Nothing
Well,
breathes
I mean,
like
nobody
a hot tub.
gets in it but us, and it's not like we hop in there after we've been out cutting the grass and working in the yard. So
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna drain it though and refill it. Maybe even move the hot tub over a little bit. I don't know yet.
well, look, if we drain the hot tub,
Yeah.
then we're tearing up that deck.
Ooh. Yeah.
Even if we have to put the hot tub back on the grass, that deck's coming up.
So I'm not draining the hot tub yet.
Look, do you know how much aggression we could get out of our system by tearing that up?
Oh, it'd be fun. Don't get me wrong, but I want to be ready to put something else there when we do rip it
also
up.
need a magnet though, to make sure that we don't leave any nails and shit in the grass.
Right. I've been out doing bird watching for only the second and third time this summer, autumn, as the weather been crap. Yeah, it's weird, King Cobra, the Wise cameras, they came out with a Wise bird watch cam now. So it's basically a bird feeder with a camera in the center of it so you can film birds, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, it's not expensive, but I haven't seen a lot of different types of birds here, just maybe 2 or 3. We've got robins, we've got cardinals.
Got blue jays, we got catbirds.
Yeah, we got blue jay, and then we got crows and vultures, but
we have starlings.
They don't really come around that much. I'd love to get a hummingbird feeder and get some hummingbirds around here, but
yeah, we also have cats. What are you trying to do? Torture the cats?
yes.
Yeah.
I got some purple solar torch lights for the backyard to light up around the deck, and they're flickering lights, so it looks like a purple flame. They're pretty cool, honestly. And then I got a bunch of LED spotlights that change colors. You could get just white, but I got one that does white, green, blue, red, white, and blue. It does all kinds of weird colors. And it's got 63 LEDs per spotlight, so they're plenty bright.
DeMillan, no, but I'm sure we could, but I'm not.
I honestly, now, DeMillan brings up a good point. I have thought very seriously about going over to that farm and introducing myself, because they did come outside when I was flying over their land, just so I can introduce myself and say, hey, I'm being respectful of your horses. I don't try to scare them.
I
I can
don't think
show
you
them.
can scare them.
I can show them a video like, look, your
Mhm.
horses didn't give a damn about me, you know. So the fireworks was the thing that was scaring the horses, if anything. So I think I was doing pretty
I
good.
don't think the fireworks are scaring the horses either. There's probably like, I don't know, they probably got about 20 horses back there.
See, I like solar lights, Harry. The only problem with solar lights is usually after about, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, they just die. It's like they don't charge anymore. I'm hoping the ones I just got, maybe the technology has gotten better and they work. Because I would buy the solar string lights and them things never last. They would last me a month or two and then they were just not charged anymore. And I'm like, this is bull crap.
I forgot the horses were back there the other day. Well, this nighttime, and I went to take the trash out and heard coming from the bushes. Scared the shit out of me for about 2 seconds, and I was like, "Oh, that's a fucking horse."
Yeah, here's some video of one of the purple lights.
This
Now,
cool weather sucks. Are you out of your mind, Chevy? I mean,
it's
we already know the answer to
it
that.
was
Bring
still
back
kind
the
of
80s
daylight
and
right there.
90s.
Even when I filmed them in the dark, this camera makes it look like it's
Oh,
daylight.
shit.
Where's one that's where it's darker? Okay, this is when it was really dark outside.
I'm fairly certain they do riding lessons and stuff like that over there, John Q.
I
So
don't
I'm
know what.
sure if you went over there, you could ask.
There's the blue spotlight that's shining on the hot tub. I I don't know what makes this camera show everything way bright. It was like pitch black outside, but it just doesn't look that way. And then it looks like the ground is lighting up from the lights, but to the naked eye, I could not see that lighting up the ground like that. So, but they were cool.
Okay, well, I can see why that would suck for you. I hate hot weather. I don't like it. No bueno. Yeah,
Cool
that's our
weather
deck
equals.
that's falling apart.
I, you know, I do want to be able to enjoy the hot tub some more. It's just been like almost 100 degrees every day, and it's
I am
like,
not getting in the hot tub unless
right.
it's below 65.
Yeah. So, yeah, David's like, well, I'll just turn my hot tub down to 97. I don't think that I would feel good in a 97-degree hot tub if it's 98 outside. It's just like, really? No, I don't think I'd like that. So,
Hey, neighbor, I don't know. Can I ride your mother? Depending on what neighbor you ask, I mean, your luck could be pretty good in certain neighborhoods.
I use a hot tub for your back. Yeah, Harry, it's great for that, isn't it? It's like you feel reinvigorated after you get out of the hot tub, I think. It kind
Especially
of,
when it's 30 degrees outside. You have to boogie your ass back in the house before you
oh,
freeze to death.
yeah. It feels good while you're in it, though. You can be breathing smoke out, but when you get out of
Well,
that hot tub, man, it's cold.
I did find that link where they will bring a truckload of gravel. It was, I think, 300 and some odd dollars for 2 tons, I believe, um, of the pea gravel, the round gravel that you can walk on without fucking. And we could get just enough pavers to go into the hot tub and finish everything else. Because I think that's what I want to do is the gravel, and then put just some thin mulch beds around it to keep the gravel from getting into the grass.
Yeah, normally
That's
the
as
hot tub is set at 104, John
that's
Q.
as high as ours goes, John
Yeah, it
Q.
won't go any higher than 104. Plus, 104 is pretty damn hot when you get in there. That's
Mhm.
hot. So,
It's hot enough for me, and we got out there when it was in the very low 30s, and the lowest the temperature ever got was, what was it, like 92, which
no,
still
I think
felt warm.
96, I think. It didn't get too much lower than that.
No.
And that's with the cover off and the bubbles going. It definitely loses temperature when the bubbles going and the cover's off, but
Yeah, but it wasn't really
it takes
noticeable.
a
I was
while to start going down like that. I
If we
mean,
didn't have the display that told us what the temperature was, you, you sit in hot water, you get used to it, so you wouldn't really notice that it was dropping back. See, we got ducks. We live right by the river, so occasionally you'll see herons and shit fly over. Hawks. Gravel
gravel
will
will
make it
make it
into the
into
hot
the
tub.
hot tub.
Well, and if we put
She wants to like epoxy
Again,
the gravel.
it's just me and Steve. So I think between the two of us, we've got enough common sense to knock the gravel off your feet before you stick your foot in the hot tub. Yeah, hi, sir. Can I help you?
That cat demands attention. Look at that. Hey, what's up? I'm here. You know I'm here. He is spoiled rotten, that cat.
Mm-hmm.
See, right now he's loving on her, right? As soon as I go to the bedroom, that cat's going to be on me like white on rice. Guaranteed. It don't matter how much attention she shows him, he is daddy's cat. Especially when I can walk up to them, pet them, and they follow me over to Tractor Supply. That's pretty cool, Chevy. You got ducks just following you around like, hey, what you got for us? Hey, why not?
Mm-hmm. That's your own tail. That's you. Mm-hmm.
Say,
Like, who's that cat on the screen?
I'm not sure that's my tail, so I will bite it. You don't even change the water. Well, I was going to, John, but the drain spout is pointing the opposite direction of where I need the water to go, so I'm going to have to run a hose back around to drain it. And it's like she said, if I drain the water, she's going to want to tear up the entire deck, and I'm not ready for that yet. I think we need pea gravel just so we can level it out smooth.
That's what I found.
Pea gravel and then some pavers on top of that to level everything out, and then we can put it back down.
He has just realized that I turned on the screen so he can touch the screen and make it do shit. Can we not do that? Those are my glasses. No, why are you doing that, you shithead?
He's like, what can I get into next?
Yeah, he just walked over there and just straight up knocked
that
them
cat
off
is
the
something
shelf.
serious. Oh man, I didn't even tell y'all what happened. What happened was, normally Bella, who is the 22-year-old Chihuahua that I've had for 22 years,
Keeper.
she had that stroke. So she walks in circles. So last night it felt nice outside, or not last night, a couple nights ago. Felt nice outside. I took Bella outside. When I came back in, I told Munchkin, I said, hey, don't let me forget that I let the dog out. She said, who's going to remind me? So I was like, well, I'm hoping since I told you that we won't forget. Well, we forgot. So the dog sat outside all night.
It was nice out though.
The next morning I went to work. And then I had to come home for something. I can't remember what it was. And I was looking around. I was like, where's the damn dog? And then it hit me. I was like, holy crap, the dog's outside. So I went out there. Dog was gone. So I canvassed the neighborhood. My neighbor that lives right across the street, I had to knock on his door and he was asleep. But he got up and he was like, yeah, I called animal control. So animal control came and got my dog. I couldn't do anything because it was after 5 p.m. They had already closed, so I had to wait until the next morning when they opened at 8. I went to the pet shelter, or at least I thought I went to the right one. They were like, no, you need to go to this other one. So I drove to the other one. And then they took me on a tour to see if I could find my dog. So I walked back there, and the first dog that they show me is a little red-nosed pit bull that was just...
I thought it was a blue nose.
Blue nose, whatever. It's one of them noses.
Well, there's a big difference.
Cutest little dog you've ever seen. It couldn't been more than 6 months old. And it was trying to lick through the cage to get at me. I wanted to say, that's my dog. But because those were strays that they picked up. And I'm like, man, I wanted to say that was my dog. But so we went through 2 different rooms. My dog wasn't anywhere. And she's like, well, if they're not chipped and there's no collar, then, it could be days or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And right as we were walking away, I looked over in the left and there was like this room all by itself. and Bella was inside a cage inside that room. I was like, she's right there. So what's funny is I get to the front desk to pay them, which they charge $25 for picking the dog up, and then they charge $15 per day storage, I guess.
It's like getting your dog towed.
The weird thing is, the lady behind the counter, we just closed on her house the week before. And it's so weird that, we had just worked with that lady the week before, and here I am at the pet shelter and she's working behind the counter. But she only charged me the $25, which I think was more than fair. It kept my dog from getting killed by getting ran over by a car, because she literally cannot see worth a damn. She wanders in circles. So she didn't even get 2 houses away from our house. But
No,
now
she made it
she's
across the street pretty much.
she is very comfy now. She's probably doing that sundowning syndrome, which Munchkin looked up, which is basically they at about sundown they just start walking in circles, and that's what she does. So she's definitely old, but as long as she stays living, I'm gonna support the dog, and that's the way it goes. But yeah, it's all good now. She is happy again. She's got her little cage that she likes walking in.
She's not happy or sad. She's completely oblivious to the world around her. She knows pee, eat, and walk in circles. That's it.
That's you pegged that. She don't do much.
She doesn't do anything.
I've tried to play with her and stuff. She's just not into it. She's like, I'm old. Leave me alone. I want to lay down in my cage and randomly look for food. That's what she does. So
yeah, she doesn't want to go outside. If you ask her if she wants to go, well, especially fucking now, if you ask her if she wants to go outside, she goes back in her cage.
Yeah. As soon as you say, "Hey, you want to go outside?" she runs and hides in her cage.
Yeah,
every time.
Open the door, the back door, the front door, and she has no interest in laying in front of the door and looking outside, or trying to get pets, or she has
Yeah, nothing really excites her anymore, unfortunately. Except food. Sometimes she'll perk up when there's food around. That's about it.
That's pretty much the only time she doesn't have dementia, is if you are cooking something. And then she's like fucking radar.
Yeah. She knows. It's like, oh, there's food around, I'm coming out. And she'll start looking around the floor, hoping that we have spilled food on the floor. Which usually we don't.
Because she knows you. So she knows, oh, Dad's here. Something's on the fucking floor.
Pee, eat, walk in circles. I wish my life was that awesome, right, John Q? She's got it easy, that's for sure.
Yeah, but I mean, you'd think at least she'd want to go outside when it's nice out and lay in the sun and walk in circles out there. But she just,
you can
when
tell.
I tell you she walks in circles in the kitchen, I'm surprised she hasn't worn a path. She just does the same thing. Or she'll go get in her cage and immediately turn around and come back out. And she'll do that over and over, and like she can't remember whether she was going in or coming out. And then she'll walk in circles, 20, 30 laps, and then she'll take a left and go get.
I just saw a cat run by in the kitchen, just shoot by. Ain't no telling what that cat's doing. It's chasing something. Munchkin got them some little birds that chirp. They don't move or anything, but those cats have destroyed those birds.
Point coins.
They ripped the wings off of them. They ripped the feathers off of them. They're not even birds anymore. They're like a little.
They only ripped off one wing, which Smokey likes to carry around with her now, and she'll bring it to bed and play with it on top.
Yep, you do just what Scott and John did, Chevy. Just type ! coins, and it will tell you how many coins you have. Yeah. But I'm hoping everything goes good tomorrow. Maybe I'll get the actual takeoff this time, since I always fail at doing that. I don't know how I end up. Even that last flight where I got in trouble, the FAA did call me back, by the way. But everything was smooth, so I'm good there.
What? Is your bowl empty? Is that why you're hollering at me? Because you're starving to
But
death? Hmm?
yeah, you're slacking, Chevy. You need more coins than that, man. uh, I don't remember what I was talking about now.
Catching the takeoff.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to hit record on the GoPro, man. And like, even that last flight I did where I filmed it, I was like, hopefully we can get it on the first launch, right? I filmed the part where my wing went down, and then I turned the camera off, and I forgot to turn it back on
Damn
when
it,
I
you
took
did.
off. So I took off and then turned the camera on. I'm like,
Night cloud checker.
I need to get the camera on before, because the next launch was perfect, but I didn't get it on camera. So it is what it is. I'll try and make sure that it's recording this next time before I take off. And maybe I'll get some 360 video of people kiting and getting their first flights. That would be awesome. I'd love to see that. Everybody likes, I mean, you cannot beat your first flight where you, and the good thing, I know for a fact that they don't have any towing harnesses, the training they're getting now. So when they get their first flight, it will truly be their first flight. Unlike aviator, you go there, they give you a tandem flight, they do towing, so technically you've already been in the air, just not by yourself. This will be like when they fly, it'll be their first time in the air, and you cannot beat that feeling, which is the same way I've trained with Kyle. When I flew, it was my first time flying like that, besides hang gliding and parasailing. And it's just an amazing feeling. Just like when you get in the air, you're like, oh my God, I'm actually flying. That's all I could think. Oh my God, I'm actually flying. If I lose this, I give up. Well, Chevy, you might lose. You know, it happens.
Rigged.
Okay, well, Chevy lost. Uh-oh. It happens, Chevy. I mean, sometimes the bot's good, sometimes the bot's bad. Oh, you see a lot of first flights, John? I am jealous of you. I'm not Bill. I meant to say Bill. You see a lot of flights at John's school.
The other
Bill. I think that's one of the coolest things. And Bill was there when I think that was my third flight, but Bill was there. I was about as new as you could get. And Bill was there flying with all his buddies, and that was cool. But seeing people get their first flight and when they land, how excited they are, it's cool to watch. No doubt.
My cat steals these, Linda.
Yeah, there's the
She
files
loves
that the
these,
cats like to
the nail
steal.
buffers. No matter how many times I put them away, I come home and they're all spread all over the house. And it's only one particular cat that steals them.
Yeah. Well, I know I got to get some good sleep tonight if I'm going to get up early. Well, the main problem is getting Munchkin to get up early. She is not a morning person. Now, granted, I'll give her credit. I've never been a morning person either, but as I get older, I'm starting to turn into more of a morning person. I wake up and wish I could go back to sleep, but I'm up. When I'm up, I'm up. So there's no like, oh, I'll
For
go back
about
to
an
sleep.
hour, and then I get up and he's passed out in his chair watching YouTube.
Yeah, I might do that. So I hope we all have a great weekend. I'm going to try to get some video tomorrow of everything that happens, or most of it. And I will post the videos Saturday or Sunday. It'll probably be Sunday before I can post the videos, because editing is a pain. But I'll do what I can. Hopefully the audio's good. I don't think I have enough time to try and salvage my old headset to get the microphone out of it, because it's built into the ear cup. But I'll figure something out. We'll just see how it works out with the PBG V3 headset, which is already charged. Okay, time to charge something else. So we'll catch y'all guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And everybody stay safe out there, fly safe, and vape safe also. You know, you must do that. Good night, everyone. Y'all have a great weekend.